We are live. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Appreciate you stopping by. Sorry for being late. You know how it goes. Things don't always go as planned. But hey, whatever. We're here now. That's all that matters. What's everybody doing tonight? Smash that like button for me if you could. I know I show up late and I ask for favors. It's just who I am. Promise you. Epic Trucking Fails is in the house. Damn, I can't see nothing. Maybe I need some eye drops. It is allergy season. Dud Hemworth in the house. Dud for the win. What up, Dud? Thanks for stopping by. Just Trucking Life's in the house. Get her done. CJ, 30-minute warning. Get some Epic Trucking Fails in while we wait. Yes. Yes, do not miss the Epic Trucking Fails. Gary Bates in the house. Oh, damn it, internet. Come on. Thumbs up poop emoji. Kelly Patterson made it in. I'm going to try to keep caught up on comments. May have somebody stop by here in a minute. We don't know yet. To be determined. But we'll see. Hee-haw, yee-haw. Okay. Couldn't said it better myself. Grumpy Trucker says, should I eat first? Which donut should I eat first? Boston cream pie or donut with sprinkles? Ooh, I got to go sprinkles first on that one. It's Taco Tuesday. I had tacos for breakfast this morning. Gary Bates says, I will be making some cheese. Putting the shower off for a few. He's making Wisconsin cheese in his groin, he says. Lord have mercy, Gary Bates. Gary Bates for the Shazam. Kelly says, get some of that delicious Carolina Reaper Jack cheese. Okay, Carolina Jack. The Reaper Jack. After seeing DIY in a full suit, we need to see Cash in a full suit. Yeah, maybe when I appear in federal court, I will wear a suit. Be an orange jumpsuit, more than likely, if I had to guess. Cash's birthday suit. Woo! Can't do that one on the internet. Tried that before, not on this website. Papa says, good evening, headed to Portland. Yeah, we're here. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I am currently chilling for a couple hours. I gotta make a delivery at 2 a.m. Got a 2 a.m. delivery. And then yeah, so I'm kind of split breaking it now, and then I'm about I'd say 2 hours away from my 2 a.m. delivery. I'll be leaving here probably about an hour or so. It's 9:10. Yeah, something like that, because I can't show up more than an hour early. Bummer. No more than an hour early. And it's pretty hard set an hour early because the place doesn't open until 1 o'clock. So that's the earliest I can show up. Good evening, Kelly. Papa Maine. Papa Maine. Driving with John in the house. Hey, what up, drivers? What up, John? Thanks for stopping by. Gary Bates says, I saw you, Fade driver John. Okay. Papa's in Oregon, as they say. Felipe says, R.I.P. to Fate's mustache. Oh, did he get rid of that thing already? He looked like a cop. I thought it made him look like a cop. Kelly Patterson says, listen, Electric 6 rubber band man. Okay. John says, should I apologize? No, never apologize. JT's in the house. 850. About 850. Yeah. Somewhere around in there. Gary Bates says, at driving with John. What up? Yo, rumor is Cash is going to show feet on this live stream. Hey, I show my feet. I don't care. It bring up that old thing, though. Be careful what you wish for. I didn't own a pair of shoes till I was about 10 years old, I think. Gary Bates, 7.7 million views. Wow, Gary, you're killing it. Damn, 7.7 million views. Gary, come on with it, man. You're killing it. You are killing it. Let's see. Let's see here. I'm kind of parked off to the side. I didn't want to take up a parking spot. You know, I'm leaving here in a couple hours, so I'm kind of parked where I normally don't park. You know, just kind of off to the side here. But I hate to take up a parking spot and then just going to be here for a couple hours. I should have left out later today, but I had a lot of you know what I mean? I didn't want to leave the full 500. So I got it down to about 140. Then I took this split break. Tune in and find out. That's right. Cash will show his feed if a super chat was involved. Oh, that's a guaranteed right there. That's a guarantee. Let's see here. I'm trying to figure out on YouTube. At one point, I figured out how to make the comments bigger. I think you actually have to make the screen smaller or something like that. Yeah, there it is. There it is. You got to take it down to like 50%, and then it makes the comments over here really small. JT, how much we talking? Oh, I don't know. Hell, $5. $5. Barry made it in. What up, Barry? Says Cash bringing his milkshake to the yard. Woo! Yeah. Love me a milkshake. Just not mine. Would not pay for my milkshake. I promise. Let's see. Where in the hell's my live show? Where my live show's at? Your channel. There it is. Your channel. Live show. Get back in your lane. Yeah, everybody's on the phone these days, swerving like a bunch of gypsies, man. Had some trouble today with them. Some real swerving. Let's put up a poll. Start a poll. Now, you're not going to go federal prison if you answer this poll correctly. I'd just like to know, like, how many people hold their phone while driving? Seems like we're getting a lot of that these days. Ooh, I have found the downfall of making the comments big over here. I can't see them on this other side. Ooh, that's going to be a problem. That might be a problem. I got 5 on it. Woo, want to see my feet for $5. Oof. Oof. I do not issue money back policies, I'll tell you that. John says, it was not planned to kill the squirrel. Oh, son. Kelly says, should not hang me on a hook, Johnny. My mother hung me on a hook once. Oh, there you go. I'll take your word for it. Hookers to the left, drugs to the right. Damn, Kelly is enjoying his home time. Oh, man. Chief Fred Hollering House says, be careful on those highways and byways and watch out for those window lickers. For sure. For sure. Everybody smash that like button for me if you could. Papa says, got my order in for a DIY fuel card. There you go. Cents per mile says, I have no regrets. That's the best way to live life. Don't worry about regrets. Mud Duck Radio in the desert, back to the bench. Okay. Chief Ray Holler in the house. What up? Cents per mile says the world is a better place now. JT says, God, station. What? Okay. Doing their best Boomhauer impersonation. Lovedale Jr. Okay. DIY Simmy's in the house. Shake and bake. DIY Shimmy. What up, Shimmy time? Yeah, I was kind of going off no fake shakes. You know, it's like, whoo, man. I feel like the cash influence is heavy on the YouTube truckers these days. You know, I feel like these boys are doing a little swinging. I got the swinging going on down here. Um, Fire on the mountain, run boys run. Cannot argue that. Rig pig in a house. Kelly says, I seen that movie. Razorback Paul got 5. That cash is late. Any takers? Ooh, yeah, cash late tonight. Bluetooth headset would not connect. Had to completely unpair it and repair it. What's the over under? Oh, it's always 4 minutes. I was probably close on 4 minutes. I'd say I had it beat. I think I was about 3 minutes late. Mike Nine Toes whoop whoop. Where I'm parked, I will probably be looking to make sure no one hits my trailer. I think I'm out of the way, but some people can't drive, so yeah, whatever. I'm gonna parlay it with the feet showing. Damn it. 10 minutes. Damn, Kelly. Got no faith in me. No faith. Shots fired. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'm not that bad at it. Razorback Paul says 2 minutes straight. Probably means 2 minutes late there. That's probably about accurate. I'm just kidding. I'm a stupid broke truck driver. Yeah. Hey, don't bet on it. Don't gamble your money away. I think of all this legal gambling going on right now. Whew, man, all these boys and their illegal and legal gamblings. Like, save your money. Save your money. I don't even have a driver's license. Damn it. Damn it. Let's see what's going on over here. You're live on the internet.
What's going on, boys?
Not much. We're sitting here trying to figure out trucking and what it means to be a trucker.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's a hard one to figure out there, ain't it?
well, if you guys don't know, that's Killian's, aka the Mackinac Kid, aka Paul Bunyan, aka what's
Thermo
out? Hell,
King
I can't
hat,
read. Oh shit, he's earned that one. I bet.
sponsored by Thermo King.
What did that cost? I do wonder.
My life.
Yeah, yeah. Your left clacker.
Yeah, something close to it anyway.
Plenty of room in those Wranglers after you leave a Thermo King. They like to free up the room for you.
I hear you, buddy.
What you got going on tonight? Oh yeah, AKA Mr. PC, AKA uh, the bass fisherman, AKA the Georgia Kid. Come on with it.
AKA doing the most.
AKA logbook reset, AKA go ahead and
been
bill me for it.
Got a little extra on that load, you know what I mean? And go ahead and clip it on there. It's been a long day today, buddy. I'm telling you what, it's been I took this little dog with me this week just to see what it'd be like. It's been rough, man. I'll just tell you. You
Yeah,
bring a dog on the truck and you ain't used to have one. Dogs don't belong in these trucks, like woo.
yeah.
It's been a nightmare, really.
I feel that way. It's rough on me and the dog. I have a hard enough time keeping myself clean and fed, much less bringing another
Right.
one. But now you brought that dog with you. What'd your neighbors say about it? I mean, I know you stole that dog. Hell, you ain't buying no dog. I know you.
He's been dying to go back to the house, dude. He's cussed me all day. I know it. Oh me, oh my.
He don't like them
Dang.
rough Michigan roads.
No, he don't like any of them, man. I figured he goes out in the boat with us some and he's all right, but this truck constantly shaking is a little different than a 30-minute ride to the lake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I felt bad for him today, man, because he'd start panting, like he's real thirsty. And I looked it up on the phone and it says if a dog's doing that riding up the road that it's got like riding anxiety, that they're not meant to ride, if a dog's doing that. And I looked over at one time, it looked like he had rabies or something. I mean, his tongue hanging out and had that wild look in his eye. I'm like, son, you better calm down now. You know what I mean? I'll set your ass out.
Oh man.
He's pretty good though, all in all.
I used to have a dog like that. Could not ride in the car. Like you had to have the window down with his head out the window because
it's
he'd
crazy,
get like motion sickness or something.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a long day, boy. That chicken load backfired on me down there today a little bit, and end up bleeding into an all day long thing where I got We set out. Let's see. I went over there last night at about. I went over yesterday in the lunchtime at 12 o'clock to get a 10-hour break in, and ended up not getting loaded till 4 in the morning. And we just
Jeez.
got parked right here today. You know, it's been running nonstop ever since 4 in the morning. It's been pretty intense. I got that
Wow.
16-hour logbook rule over here going on. I reckon something like that. You know, I'm
Hey,
begging for some trouble. You know,
you're local, ain't right? You don't.
I got that winter exemption going on right now.
Oh, okay,
We
yeah,
come out of
that's a good
Antarctica
one.
last Saturday. Yeah, boy.
Oh, hey, sometimes you gotta do some
No.
stuff like that. You
It
know.
was either that or sit there all day till tomorrow. Then, you know, in the morning, the loads ain't going to be, there'll be evening pickups and lose a whole bunch of time. You know, I pulled in this
Right.
place and the lady at the guard shack, this is a work in load. And she's like, you supposed to have been here at 1:30. I said, I just got the load, you know. And she's like, oh, okay. She said, well, maybe they'll have you loaded by in the morning. I'm like, well, you know, it's got at 8:30. I got to be. She's like, we'll see, you know. And I'm thinking, well, it don't matter. I got to get me
Uh,
some rest. Look at this right here in the mirror. Look, as soon as I pull in,
damn it, boy.
you know what I mean? You know
Hey,
how trucking goes, boy. You know what I mean? You can't get no rest.
that if you need a nap, there's only a couple things you need to do. Okay, you need to be a work in. You need to be cooking some food, or go lay
Exactly.
down, or go lay down.
That's them
Mm.
three. Yeah.
I tell you what, every time I'm sitting there, if I get to the 2 hour mark, I immediately just go lay down. No more
Oh,
might
yeah.
hit the fella red light and unloading.
I'm telling
Um,
you how it works. I ain't never met nothing like it in my life. The force is to be reckoned with, you know. It's rough.
so if you guys don't know, we got 76 people in here. Everybody hit that like button. Killian's has a channel. He's been on here before a long time ago.
About a year ago
Um,
now, you know, it's been a while
yeah,
ago.
yeah, it's been a while. If you want to go back and find it, he's probably in like one of those live number 300s. But he
Way
does have
back.
a channel. Yeah, way back in the Wayback Machine. Um, you do have a channel. What's the channel about? Let's talk about it. So you are,
I
well,
was just
first of all,
kind
let me
of,
introduce you. You are an owner
yeah,
operator, right? You drive a
yeah,
truck,
right.
owner
Yep.
operator. Uh, you got a truck and you're about to have a second truck, right?
Yeah. Yeah, everything's kind of coming together, man. I wish I, you know, would have done like you told me to do, man, in the beginning of everything. But I guess I've gotten so caught up with this lease finishing this. Like I've had the blinders up, and it's really hard. That YouTube can be a second job, kind of, you know. And it's like I get
Mm.
so in the zone with this, and I can't really see to do much else until this is finished up. It's kind of weird. I don't know. I should have
Yeah.
kind of been doing both, you know. It'd have been pretty interesting, probably, but it's just been busy,
Uh,
man. You know.
just do like everybody else. Just copy what I do. Just,
Right, that's
just,
a happening thing, boy. I mean, I'm telling you what, you got a shadow out there, boy. You know?
oh, just lay right in line. You know what I mean? Hell, Lord be handing out tickets over here. I'm bitch. But
I'm telling you, I heard people getting you tattoo your name on them. You know what I mean? That's what I'm gonna do next. Shit.
oh man, damn.
Oh,
Yeah,
help
I'd
my
like that.
time,
Hell,
boy.
somebody gets a tattoo of me. Well, see, that's the thing. Though they would never give me any credit like that. They just copy the hell out of me and go, I didn't know what I was doing. Um, you know, coming
Yeah,
there
boy.
Paul Bunyan style on them.
Let's don't even go there, boy, today, you know.
Ah, with my driving wedge. My driving wedge. You know, if I was a golfer,
Oh
I'd not
no,
swing,
boy.
but a driving wedge.
Don't get me plumb
Uh,
spun out of control here, man.
but
Oh we.
yeah, so recently on the channel, I've noticed you have been putting out some videos about bass fishing.
Yeah, man, that's
Um,
pretty fun stuff, dude. I don't know. I've been getting into that fishing pretty heavily here lately. Pretty fun, you know, something to do other than I don't know, something to do other than work, you know what I mean? Like it's something just fun to get out and do, you know.
mm, sounds weird. Sounds very foreign to me. Uh, can you put a Jake brake on a bass boat?
Oh, you're shot, man. I tell you what.
Can I come across the lake and level 3 Jake brake it into the marina?
See if we can haul some pallets from the marina down to the other side of the lake for somebody for the cheap, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah. I wouldn't want to make no money at nothing.
No,
Um,
hell no.
Hey, maybe that's a
That's
new
pretty
thing
damn
we need to
funny, dude.
start. Broker and bass fishing.
Yeah,
Um,
small barges. You know what I mean?
well,
Oh
hey,
shit.
in a couple years from now, you'll look back on my advice I gave you when I said sell both of those trucks and become a professional bass fisher.
Yeah, yeah. That right there's what would be the happening thing to do, man.
Yeah.
I just it's a hell of a gap to bridge to get to get to doing that. You know, if you could, if it'd be easy, everybody'd be doing it.
Well, that's true, I guess, but I don't know. What does it take to be a professional bass fisherman? What like? Do you have to go to every state tournament, or I mean, it becomes a job, I would imagine.
Yeah, it turns into like where it ain't. I've talked to some guys. My buddy, man, is like right there at the. He's in the like the goes to the Bassmaster Opens, you know, and if you win that, there's like 4 different stages to it. You got to win the ball, you know, fourth to get in the third tournament series, and it goes up and up. But you can, you can that fish. I mean, if you got to know what you're doing, you know what I mean. It takes a lot of time and man hours to get into it, but man, there's people winning, you know, 200-300 grand in one of them tournaments. But you got to be, you know, like NASCAR, right? You got to be the top one out there. You know, it ain't for everybody. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, it take you. You got to do it full time. You can't be just a weekend guy. You know, it's you got to have some money to lay on there to get to get into that. You know.
All right. Have you thought about my offer of getting an Epic Truck and Fail sticker on the side of that boat during the tournament? You know.
Hey,
Uh,
I'll get it wrapped. You know. Oh, I could see my Ranger coming
uh,
out through there now, lime green.
oh man.
Who the hell is this podunk red? Oh shit,
Oh
man.
yeah. The one requirement I'm going to have to do that is we're going to have to put about a 3,000-watt stereo on it so we can have the trucking sounds as you're going across the lake. Sound like a big
Yeah,
8-inch stack rolling across the lake.
yeah, it'd be pretty good there, man. Oh yeah.
So back to trucking. Let's talk about it. And so now, are you running spot market, or you got customers, or do you say you got customers, but you really run the spot market? What are we doing here?
I've been so confused here. I'm glad you brought that up, man. I was wanting to, address that here. I mean, I mean, can somebody give me a clear definition on what's what? What do we got going on? You know, I mean,
I, I'm confused by it all, to be honest. I'm just so
I know
confused
there's
as a
the
truck driver.
customer and the spot market. Then there's there's subscriber freight I've heard of here lately. You know, don't get me
Oh,
started tonight. Boy, I'll get fired up now.
I don't have any subscriber freight. That's for
I've
damn
been
sure.
working towards that. I mean, it seems like it's paying well. I noticed earlier.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I ain't heard nothing about it. I'll check into it. Can I Google that?
Yeah, it'll pop right up, man. See a healthy mustache game strong. You know what I mean?
Oh man, that's too funny.
Oh man, yeah.
But
But yeah,
so
man.
you mostly spot market, right? Right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 50-50 really. Like, I had a bunch of man. Like, I know people that knowed me at all a little bit. I used to stay running that one load. Down to the from Illinois down to Georgia, and it fell apart there for a while, but we got it back going. Then, like, I got it back going. It's a long story, really, but the guy called me the yesterday evening. I think I told you a little bit about it. Well, he called back today, man, and I struck a deal with him about holding the load from Friday to Monday.
Okay.
I told him yesterday I wasn't even going to do it at all, but then today after he called me, he's like, "Well, what would you have to, to make up for the day's loss, And um, we got to talk. We struck a deal where I said, I'm gonna try this out with you, man, for the next week or two, just to see how it turns around and just see, because it ain't like what the rate on it was, but it ain't garbage down like it was before either. It's a pretty decent rate for as far as the miles go, but it is on the trailer from Friday to Monday. But yeah,
Okay.
I can stay doing that, and I mean, I've tried to. It's hard to get something going when you're a one truck guy, man. It really is. If you're
Yeah.
at a place that's got a bunch of trucks and they don't want to come together and try to get nothing going, like They
Yeah.
all work against each other. It's like I don't know, man. It's crazy not being somewhere where they don't band up and make a team out of it.
Yeah.
Like they're
Yeah,
all
there's a
against
lot of
each other here.
places
Seem
out
like
there like that though.
don't make no
Have
sense.
a substantial amount of trucks, but just it's every man for himself. And
No salesman there at the company. That's what they need.
yeah, yeah, and as, that's one thing I've always been lucky and found is, when I leased onto a carrier, they've got some things going on, and you kind of get in more or less a routine of what
Yeah.
you're doing and that type of stuff, and that's valuable in times like this right here. But
Yeah. Damn
it
right.
sounds like you've worked your way into some kind of did it on your own at that company.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, man. Like it really is something else, honestly. Like how some of it, I talk to other guys and they're like, dude, like it's like a once in a lifetime thing that she's able to wiggle and pull that off there, like. And that chicken deal down there in the south coming out, it's gotten a little rusty since that one chicken plant had burnt down, but it's supposed to be back going soon. But back when the rate started really plummeting right there, man, that buddy offered me this load one time. Like, man, I said that's kind of a low rate on that load considering what's going on. And he's like, I tell you what, if you can run this overnight the way it's supposed to run 700 miles, it drops off the next day and you can get it there no problems. He's like, I'll keep you on that rate right there. And I'm thinking, man, you're just telling me this. Well, it just bled into since back in December up until right here a couple of weeks ago, it's just stayed locked in there, and it's if I didn't have that when them rates got the worst, I don't know what, that I don't know, like building a little friendship or relationship with somebody and kind of just scratching their back first, man, goes a long ways in this. If you're dealing with the, people that's understanding, certain brokerages don't care at all. But yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit of relationship drags out a long ways, boy, a lot farther than
Yeah.
anybody will ever imagine.
Yeah, you got to read people a little bit too. Sometimes they give a
Yeah,
damn. They're just out to screw everybody over one
yeah,
time, and then sometimes you meet some people that got it figured out. And they've been in it a long time. And they realize if you find somebody that can do the job, pay them some damn money and let them
yeah,
do it. So,
yeah. It's
uh,
pretty neat how all this stuff works, though. It's wild, man. Yeah, you can tell talking to somebody pretty quick if it's a load that's going in your lane. You can kind of tell if they're just trying to get that one load off or if they're somebody you can work with, and they're about
yeah.
1 out of 10 you run across that's actually worth dealing with on a regular. But when you meet them, it's good to try to stick with them.
What load boards do you prefer?
I try not, I try to stay off of them at all
Right.
costs necessary, but I use that load board more than anything else.
Okay.
But sometimes that 1, 2, 3 load board, man, believe it or not, I'll be in a dry area, can't find a load, and that saved me a couple more times than that 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there'll be a load on there that's not posted on the DAT load board. Like it's I just use those two mainly, but I try not to even use it if possible.
Yeah.
Trying to
No,
get
that's
off
the
of
way
it.
to be. That's the way
Yeah.
to be. Truck wise, what do you prefer? What do you got?
These pack car trucks, man. People talk like they don't do a good job, but I mean, I ain't had a other than they saw me coming there at the Kenworth place on them tail light situation there, but other than that, I mean, I ain't had a single issue one man out of these trucks. Like it's I to me, the more you get to looking and research and digging around, I'd about prefer. I mean, I like a Detroit over top of anything, but I like a pack car motor. Honestly, myself, it does good to me.
Okay.
People rag
Um,
them out and talk shit about them, but I think they do pretty good.
yeah, I know early on, uh, it seemed like everybody that had a lot of problem with PACCAR, I
Yeah.
would you would come to find out they had a manual transmission, and
Oh yeah.
you can't over rev those, man. They do not like to go that high rev.
Uh.
Um, and you got an APU on that truck, right? You don't idle it or anything.
No, sir. Yeah, I mean it's got
Well,
an APU on it. Yeah, it's had it on it ever since the electric one went out. It's pretty much its whole life. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Which
All
it's not got
right.
a whole lot of miles on it yet, but I mean, hell, it could fall apart tomorrow. But I mean, I don't know. Hopefully, it'll stay running for a pretty good while, man.
Yeah. All right. And you talking about pulling chicken, so that's reefer trailer, right?
Uh huh.
You ain't pulling no canned chicken or nothing.
No, I'm hauling them fresh ones. They just come off a kill hill, they say, down in Alabama.
Oh man.
Yeah, right off the killing blade there.
Yeah. Yeah, I know where you at down there. You ain't
Mm-hmm.
Gainesville. You right across the line probably.
Over in Guntersville, over in Alabama,
Yeah. I've been there too many times to count.
Yeah.
That's
You can go to one of them on a random and you have shitty luck. Like you go into one like and you'll sit there all day and it's a nightmare. But if there's
mhm.
one you can get into and they've got it to where it's the regular deal product that goes every week, the same thing, you can get there
Yeah.
and get in and out and load it up and in and out just like in a flash. If it ain't one of them
Yep.
random overspill loads, it's got it's worked out good for me, man. Until they had a fire down there a couple of weeks ago and it threw everything for a ranch. Like it messed everything up. But I think it's about to smooth back out, I believe.
Yeah. There's a
Yeah.
couple things too with those. I can tell by the broker. There's certain brokers that if you get one from a certain broker and I think they're out of North Carolina. Every time I get a chicken load through them, it's a 3-day event just getting loaded. And I'm like, which I had a little experience this past weekend or in the last week at a chicken place. I took a load out of Gainesville back up to Minnesota, and I sat there 8 hours on the unload. And
Mm.
I turned in detention and all that, and I basically told them, I said, hey, if detention's not paid on this, because every time I do this damn load, it's it's either night or day. I'm in there 30 minutes and I'm gone, or I'm there for 7, 8 hours.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, you don't pay attention on it, I never run it again. I'm just done with it. Um,
Anytime I run a chicken load through Blue Marlin, I think their name is, they dog me around, boy, and they
yeah.
promise that detention, then they just
Uh huh.
ghost on you. I learned. I used to hate my company. I'd say, man, y'all get that detention, don't give it to me. And they'd be like, you don't understand. The brokers don't pay. I'm like, yeah, whatever, man. I had
Mm-hmm.
found out on my own. They don't. It's hard to get a broker to want to pay any detention, man. Even though
Yeah.
they've screwed your whole day up. It's kind of like it's wild,
Right.
sometimes.
Yeah. Then there's certain ones like that I will not haul for that reason.
I
I
won't
feel like
never mess with Blue Marlin again. Nope.
I
Mm-mm.
feel like detention pay is the real issue in trucking.
It
They
is.
want to talk
It
about
would straighten it
this.
all out if they got that. Yeah.
They want to talk about this, that, and the other, and it's all distractions. Like, detention pay ought to be mandated to a
Yeah,
certain
it should
degree.
be just as serious as having to have insurance on an MC number. Really,
Yeah, I
it's
think there's
crazy,
two
man.
big issues in trucking. I think should be addressed before all this other mess, speed limiters and all that junk they're talking about. Two things they ought to figure out. Number one, a brokerage. When you reach a certain level of freight brokered, you should have to up your bond. You
Right,
know
exactly. Yeah,
that 75,000 bond's a joke when you got $3 million worth of freight bills out there.
yeah.
When
They ought to safeguard that a little bit or
yeah,
something. Or they
I
make
think
us
it
be
ought to
safeguarded everything. I mean, why ain't there some stipulations on other people?
right. Yeah, and then the other one, other than brokers having their bond to go up as their freight broker goes up, I think the other thing is detention. It should
Should-
be as strict. I don't give a dang who pays it, whose pocket it's coming out of. If the broker cuts a bad deal, you come out of your pocket on it. And if the shipper's the one doing it, I've been to places where uh, you know, U.S. Foods or Unify or Unfire or whatever the hell they call it.
right.
I've been there. There'd be 40 trucks sitting there, and everybody's in the office raising hell. Been there 7, 8 hours.
Don't make no
You're.
sense, man.
Can you imagine the bill for that if they was to actually have to pay attention on that?
Yeah,
Like
they'd pay it one time and it wouldn't never be an issue again. You know
you,
what I mean? Like,
you damn right.
if like a
Uh,
company gets the invoice for this, for their air conditioner bill, or then bills come due, they're gonna pay it before it goes to collections and messes up their bid. Like it should be set in stone the same damn way with that
yeah,
detention, man. And
yeah.
all that sitting around would come to a screeching halt in the first couple of weeks of that. There ain't nobody
Damn
gonna
right
be.
it would.
When I worked in the mills, man, and the carpet on the docks loading floor and stuff, man, if there was ever a trailer there for hell, if there's a trailer there more than 30, 45 minutes, man, somebody's fired, like, but this food industry is a whole different thing I've noticed. It's a totally
Hmm.
different monster there.
Yeah.
They want
Yeah,
you
I
to be
can't.
storage facility for them a lot of the time, while they take
Yeah.
and split it with the product and count this and
Yep.
scratch their ass, and do this. Like, it's crazy, really, how they do.
Well, you look at how many refrigerated trucks or just food trucks hauling food in general are on the road, and how much warehousing space that would take up. And
Oh yeah.
I know for damn sure Costco is one of
Oh
them.
boy, I tell you what, they like to play funny games.
They like I don't know if anybody's ever booked a load going into Costco on them appointment times. It's hard to get an appointment time that's reasonable. They want
Yeah.
that extra day on there. They want to know that freight's coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's through a big train wreck what we had going on already. We had it set up this new time going around where it would drop off the next day, man. It's awesome the way I like to run a truck and stuff. I don't like to hang out and stuff, but and that went fine for the last 5 weeks, or let's see, it'll have been the fifth week this week, and then they kicked back like that right there and told the guy that they gotta. It's messing up their whole supply chain. If it picks up Friday, it can't drop off till Monday. And I'm like, goodness gracious, but they don't want to go up on the pay much, like
Right.
that's a lot of more days and hours, man. But yeah, they want to treat you like a warehouse, like you're their
Yeah.
warehouse. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how they trick a lot of those brokers into taking those rates. Is they get those brokers, saying, "Oh, hey, look how good of a rate it is for 1,000 miles," and then the broker has to deal with the carrier, and the carrier immediately goes, "Well, 1,000 miles shouldn't be a 3-day run, baby." Like
Right.
I need to pay for that day, and then the broker's in a pinch, and
Yeah.
that's a lot of what we're
That's
dealing with right
exactly
now.
what's went on just now in my situation. He explained it out roughly, pretty much like exactly what you just said, man. It's yeah, spot on. Because he got
Yeah,
them loads thinking he could drop off next day, and they did drop off next day. And then all of a sudden they get to running and get the carriers some people used to doing, and then all of a sudden they boomerang them one. Got to be in
yeah,
there to Monday. Like woo wee boy.
yeah. They say, "Hey, how about you keep this load on this trailer for more than half the week for me?"
Yeah,
Um, you know, get
that's
it
pretty well.
close, but don't bring it in yet. We want to know it's close by, but that's what they do.
Especially the
Uh,
one I deal with down in Atlanta, they don't let you come here and park overnight now before, like
mm,
most of them do.
oh, really?
You can't, no, yeah, you can't be, yeah, and there ain't no real decent truck stop right there in College Park.
Oh,
Like
there's
it
nothing.
works out. No, it works out good for me because I'm right there off 75 on the way down. So, but if you're not in that, if you're not doing that like that, it benefits me well. But anybody else that don't live in that lane, it wouldn't be all that great to.
Yeah, I didn't know that they cut the College Park off because that's my goal. Whenever I get a load there, I'm showing up, ASAP and parking it.
You're allowed 1 hour before there now. They're just like Walmart is at that specific one. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well,
Yep.
they'll all be
Crazy,
like
man.
that eventually.
Yeah, and everything gets a little crappier each day.
Yeah. Let's hit a few comments here. I'm gonna skip ahead, everybody. If you got something, a question or something, be sure to put it on down. I'll catch you on. I'll get up to it eventually. But Shannon Thomas Trucking's in the house. What up, Shannon? Thanks for stopping by. Everybody, smash that like button for me if you could. There he is.
Yeah.
There's the man, Scottish trucker. Tommy's in the house, back on the road for the first time in a long time. Got a
Uh,
flat in the middle of nowhere, Wyoming. Happy days. Damn it, Tommy. Damn it, Tommy.
mm,
Tommy's got a great channel. If you guys want to go watch him, I don't know how many trucks he's up to now. He's probably like 10 trucks or better.
daggone.
Um, really smart guy. Knows a lot about trucking. If you guys, um, that's there's a lot of channels out there like that. I mean, you can learn something
Oh man.
and I mean it's just endless. Or you can, I don't know, watch people crash their trucks, dirt, dirt, dirt. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm
Oh
just
yeah.
saying. Um, let's see here. We'll catch a few comments on the way down. Trucking with Mick made it in. What's up, Trucking with MC? He had a bad. He had an accident with his Kenworth the other day. It's in the
Uh.
shop. Somebody pulled out in front of him and did a
Mm.
little wham bamming. DIY Simmy's in the house. Says, wait for my new segment, Trucker line Headline News. Just a swinging. Yes. Yes, I got them swinging right now. If you guys hadn't heard, I do have them swinging. There you
There
go.
we
There's a
go.
link
Drop my link there,
to
man.
leads.
I need to put
Yeah,
some stuff under my channels. Went plumb just asleep, man. Like, do you
dude.
know what I mean?
I talk to you on the phone, and I'm just like, this would make great YouTube. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Just,
I know, boy. You get
just,
me to laughing, dude. It's
well, I
unreal,
mean, just
really.
like, I mean the things that you're up to. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, um, between booking your own freight and kind of being, because like you haven't, you haven't been booking your own freight for what, a year now, year and a half?
December make a year exactly.
Okay, not even a year. And I mean, you've done a really good job as far as what I know and what I've seen at
Yeah,
booking freight and picking up, how to do it. Because
yeah,
honestly, I would do a lot of what you're doing. Deal with reputable brokers, get to know some people, and just run those lanes.
yeah, man. Yeah. Sometimes I want to put some content on there, but I get this weird thing like where I don't like to feel like that I don't know, man. Like trying to like to brag about what I got going on or something like that, and it kind of puts. I ought to just not worry about the shit and just show people what's going on, see if people's interested in it. There's a bunch of shit. Each day by day, there's enough
Yeah,
goes on in one day, man, to make to make
yeah.
a full out movie set goes on from one day to day, booking you on freight and everything going on with that alone.
Well, it's like, think of it like I do it. It's not bragging, it's not complaining, it's just what it is. When I do a
Yeah,
weekly recap, it's just what it is.
right.
Um, you know, DIY says Killian is the poor man's evil Knievel.
Well, you
Damn
gotta
it,
watch that
boy.
DIY. He comes out with them real wise jokes there. You know what I mean?
He's got it. He says, gee, if only you knew a place like that, Nate, where they didn't all work against each other. Yeah. What part of Georgia are you from, Killian's?
Right there in North Georgia, up at the Dalton, at the Dalton Calhoun area, up in that area right there. I grew up in Blue Ridge, up in that way, up in North
Okay.
Georgia mountains. Yeah.
Yeah, Cheap Freight Hauler's down there. He does nursery stock in the spring, reefer
Well, I done one
loads.
of them loads last year, but they never did pop back up again. That was a damn good load. But hey, you
Yeah,
know what? If you want some physical exercise, man, I begged them guys to put me back on that the next week, and they had somebody take it out when the rates were real terrible. And they were paying phenomenal to pull that load out of Georgia there, right there, actually in Smithville, Tennessee. It had like
yep,
6, 7 stops on it, dude, but you could finish it out in no time, and it paid good. I did a little video log on that one, but I couldn't never get back on them, man. I'd love to stay doing them, get some exercise going on, for real.
yeah.
It was pretty good load there.
Tommy says super single road call and love sends a scrawny little kid. Had to take the tire off and put it back on the rim. He was sure grateful for the help. Yeah, old man still got it going on. Hey, I was watching you
There you
throw
go.
straps earlier, Tommy. I don't know if I'd say old man is the real uh hard worker, but I don't know if I'd call you old man. I mean, damn, throwing straps like damn. But yeah, dude, I had a trailer with disc brakes one time, and I tapped the brakes, and the whole damn disc exploded and got twisted up, and they
God,
locked the whole thing down. But yeah, called the TA, and they sent out some kid that he couldn't even hardly swing a sledgehammer. So um,
wow, man.
I had to get out there
Jeez,
and Paul Bunyan that some bitch for about 15 minutes.
that's some
And
funny stuff, boy.
oh yeah, I had the old lady with me. She was pregnant. She was ready to go. She was ill, boy, by the time we got out of there.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could say so, boy. They get ill quick on that pregnancy. I know all about it. Let me tell you.
Yeah. Advice for anybody out there when they about 7 months pregnant with a large baby boy, don't put them on a truck. Um,
Right. I ain't never pulled that one before.
wasn't my choice. Promise you that was not was
Right.
not my call. But you know how it goes. We don't make calls sometimes.
Right.
Trucker Cowboy Ed, good evening, everybody. What's up, Trucker Cowboy Ed? Everybody smash that like button for one Killians. Click those links. I dropped another one down there. Um, you know, do what you
It's cool
can.
to be
Russell.
on here with you this evening, man. I'm glad you. Hell,
Yeah,
I always watch. I'm busy, or I'll be right going to sleep watching a little bit, or it don't seem like it's been that long since I come on here with you, but that's been a year ago, man, or around about it. It's been a while ago.
sleep. What's that?
That caffeine right there, boy. We're gonna
That
get you
is
some help, bro, before it's over with.
that's 50,000 milligrams of caffeine. Okay,
Goodness gracious.
I'm just saying.
Right? You took some of them just then, didn't you, dude? You don't never sleep hardly. Like,
Ah, between
oh
my
man.
multiple businesses and my house full of kids, no,
Right.
sleep is not an option. Um, People always say sleep when I'm dead. I say that's when I'm gonna kick it into high gear.
Yeah, go ahead and let the clutch out. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I'll be
Yeah.
coming through the afterlife with the straight pipes of blaring, son. Cause
Oh,
you know I'm getting a big Cam Cummins when I with all them torques when I get to heaven.
all them torques.
Uh huh.
Where
St.
is old
Peter's
Fate
going.
at tonight, bro? You heard from him?
He called me earlier, but I was on the phone with the family, so I didn't answer it. But
Mm.
yeah, I call him tomorrow. Jack Knife's in the house. What up, Jack Knife TV? Says, good evening from CNS Foods in Battleboro, Vermont. Been
Oh,
to
he's
a lot of
way up there.
CNS. Not
Yeah.
sure I've been to the Battleboro one. Um, let's see.
I
There's the link.
appreciate you, everybody.
Yeah, everybody get that link. How close are you to 1,000 subscribers,
Only
bro? Have
like
you?
70 people off, man. Not
Oh
many
my
at all.
goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. You
You.
get me damn inspired to want to make it something to do. You know, like it's. I don't know. I need to. I don't know. I just. It's always in the back of my mind, but I never act on doing stuff with it. I don't know why. I need to start really getting into that, man. Like it'd be something to do too. You know.
Yeah. Hey, I
Yeah,
told
there it
you.
is, right there.
Get some get some GoPros and whatnots, man, and get that fishing game on the YouTube. I mean, come
Yeah, how
on.
many? What is? How many subscribers are there? 920. Yes, I'd need 80
920.
more people to go on there, man. Yeah.
80 more, and he's got it.
There's
There you
that bass
go.
I caught there the other day. That fishing's fun, dude. I don't care what anybody says. It's pretty fun stuff there. And that's neat how you can share that screen like that. It's pretty good there off a little fluker up there on Chickamauga.
Mm,
Yeah, about 5 pounder there, 4.5, something like that. Pretty good.
damn.
Yeah, man.
What kind of boat's that? Is that a Skeeter?
No, it's a little Ranger. That one right there is. I was demoing a Skeeter, man. It's yeah, about 90 something thousand bucks, man. Yeah, that little boat I got there's paid for. You know what I mean? I'm trying to yeah, I ain't gonna do all that crazy stuff there, man. I'm gonna try to stay ahead of everything if I can.
Hey, I tell you what, you buy that Skeeter, and I'll give you $50 if you put a sticker on the side of it. And think about it.
Oh,
Think about it. You'll just be like 1,800 stickers away from having her paid off at that point.
right. A shitload of stickers. I can't believe they sell them
uh,
boats for as much as you can buy a small little house for. Like
yeah,
my
yeah,
buddy told me the other day, he's like, you know why they keep selling them things that high like that? I'm like, I don't. He said, because people keep paying that for them. Like if they wouldn't people paying that much, they wouldn't. That's a
right.
lot of money to buy for a bass boat, nearly 100 grand, dude. That's just crazy
Hmm.
talk.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy. You can buy you a couple of trucks for that much money.
yeah. I grew up poor in the woods, and I never understood. There was that many rich people out there. I thought there was like 3 rich people in the world. You
Well, there's
know,
a bunch of them. Yeah.
come to find out, there's quite a damn few of them. Because I go by that Sea Ray boat up there in Knoxville, and I got to looking. I googled that one day because they got that plant there, and yeah, some of them boats, 36-foot, cabin cruiser, hey, $250,000 like it ain't nothing.
But that ain't
Uh,
no joke, man.
and,
Yeah.
and I mean, they're just selling them. It's not like they're just building 1 or 2 a year. I mean, they got a damn production line of those things.
Yeah, it's
Um,
wild, dude. I was
Makes
coming
me
out of Lake
think,
Altoona the other day, man. There was a boat guy pulling out. It had like 4 axles on it. And I get
damn,
looking at this boat and it's taking up the whole boat ramp, right? I'm like, man, I wouldn't have a boat that size in a lake, period. And he gets down, starts draining the water out of it, man. This water just keeps dumping and dumping. Like, dude, is that like how much water? I mean, he said this thing has 3,000 gallons of water in the ballast of it, like the thing that propels it. I'm
yeah,
like, what are you doing with a boat that size out here in a
wow.
pond? You know what I mean? People ain't got more money than they got sense. You know what I mean? That's what it is.
uh, Unfortunately, I'm not that person. I wish I was. I mean, I'm pretty dumb, but I ain't got no
I
money
wish
to
I
go
was
with it.
too, boy. Hey, I hear you, buddy. We in the same boat. Let's
Oh,
see. My phone was going dead here. I got her charging out of.
yeah, everybody click on the link there. Trucker Cowboy says delivering down here in Jefferson City, Missouri. Are you in a
There we go.
cave or a mine or whatever? Scottish Trucker Tommy says the best channels are the guys who tell it how it is. Yeah, Cash Man
Yeah, I've
got it
been.
nailed. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, that's what we do. That's what we do. I think that's why everybody copies it, because it's like it's hard to come up with
authentic.
something original.
You know, right?
And I'm
There we
willing to
go.
try stuff and fall on my face. That's another thing too.
Read what old Gary Bates put there. I like old
Gary,
Gary. I ain't never talked to him, but I see his stuff, man. I've always seen him talk on here. You know.
yeah, Gary's a good guy. I talked to him on the phone
Yeah.
the other day. He's all over the place, man. He's got a million ideas. Old Gary says I just subscribed to Killian's because he told me he is painting Cash's King in lime green on his boat. Yeah, he wants that epic truck and fails money. Is what he
I gotta
wants.
get. I gotta get that sponsorship. Might can afford me a pack of worms in. You reckon?
I'll come dig them for you. We ain't got that kind of money.
Right. Not yet. You know what I mean?
Not yet. I'm telling you.
I appreciate that,
Um,
Gary. Thank you, buddy.
yeah, everybody subscribe. He's a good guy. Ahmed says FMCSA is mandating 68 miles per hour. What do you think?
Mm.
I heard that slipped on accident. I don't think it's like gonna happen for a while, but that's the number they're floating, I guess. I think they let it slip to see what people said. You know what I mean? Like, I think that was a planned slip.
I wonder what will happen.
Um,
Like, so if they see a truck doing 70, is it an automatic? I mean, it's going to be like where it can't be.
Probably.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, that's a good question because if I'm in, if I'm down there around Macon and I got her wound up, with the neutral and whatnot, I kick that Georgia overdrive, as they used to call it.
Right.
Where you lean over and you elbow that truck out of gear real quick and just let it run about 85 down the mountain.
With the speedometer's pointing straight down.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Heard it from a friend,
Yeah, you wait till, yeah, I never done it. Hell no, I never did it. I heard a guy talk about it one time on a CB.
You talking about making or make on?
Macoon?
Macoon. That's it. Hey, I got a buddy of mine. You ought to hear the way he told me that. He said, man, I'm coming out of Dubuque. I said, you in the United States or where are you at, buddy? He said, over here in Iowa in Dubuque. I said, dude, you gotta be kidding me. That is not how you pronounce that. He wanted to argue me for about 30 minutes. You know what I mean? Said, whatever, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
He
call
called
it Des
Valdosta
Moines.
Valdusta. I said,
Valdusta?
bro, that's
Lord
not
have
how you
mercy.
pronounce that. You know what I mean? Oh, it's hilarious, dude.
I like to call it
man.
Des Moines. I like to call it Des Moines.
Yeah.
Des
Yeah, you put that
Moonies.
S in there. What's that other one people get irritated when you say
Illinois.
yeah, Illinois. There it is. Yeah, people's like, that is not how you say that. I just say it anyway,
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Chief
pretty
Freight
good.
Holler says,
Let's see.
I'm doing nursery, going to sleep in a Lowe's parking lot tonight, nice and quiet, vented van. Never pulled a reefer. Okay, he does vented van on them nursery loads.
Damn, does Buddy lease? Is he leased on to somebody? He's got his own authority or something, don't he?
I think he might have his own authority. He's told me before, but I can't remember right offhand.
He's another one I've seen on there ever since about I started watching you guys on here.
Yeah,
He's been on there for a while too, hasn't
Chief Freight Hauler. He been around a while.
he? Yeah.
Barry says, Miss Cash about ready to whoop a TA service tech. Yeah.
Most
Let me
definitely,
tell
I
you,
could imagine.
though. Let me tell you, that boy out there, ding, ding. I'm like, no. That's like two pieces of metal lodged together. Like that was a lot of force. You take a truck going down the road at 65, and all of a sudden that just, I tapped the brakes to let somebody on the freeway, and I tapped the brake, and I mean, it just shattered, and it all lodged up in there together. Yeah. I beat the living heck out of that, and then we had to cage the brake, and the TA was only like 5 miles away, and we took it over there, and they didn't have. We couldn't get a new disc brake for the trailer because they didn't even make that kind of trailer anymore. So we had to order
Dang,
it from
man.
Canada. So
Good
yeah,
grief.
uh,
Wow, dude,
you
that's pretty intense,
you
ain't it?
you do not want to have that situation happen with a pregnant lady.
Yeah,
Whew.
they ain't no explaining nothing to that situation, you know.
Mm-mm.
There
No,
ain't
no.
nothing to put a smile on the face,
I,
you know.
I had to get up out the TA and go to I don't know what the closest hotel was, Clarion Inn or something over there in Missouri. But yeah, spent 3 days in the Clarion Inn getting my ear chewed off about everything, how life was. So,
There you go.
but hey, not one time did I say, "Hey, this wasn't my idea." You know,
Yeah, you don't want to say nothing like that. You never want to state the obvious during them situations, you know.
you you know when you argue with me like that, you look a lot like your mama.
Yeah, boy, that right there get a killing where I come from. Yeah, we don't play around with them words.
You go to bed, you wake up with Jesus.
Yep. Oh
Oh
me.
man. David
Let's see.
Bryant's in the house with a 992. Barry says, nice fish. Yeah, that's a
Appreciate you,
pretty
everybody.
damn good fish, I got to say. Pretty damn good fish.
Man, at that
Uh,
particular body of water, they killing them up there. Like I'm talking, about, I'd never seen fish that big, man. That was really like one they don't even weigh or take pictures of. That one I caught that size right there.
wow.
Yeah, it's a serious spot right there. It's unreal. People travel all over to go fish that right there.
Huh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Let's see. I ain't never had to put a set of chains on either, man. I'm maybe blessed to not have to ever had done that before.
George Wilson says, straps are easy. There is an art slinging straps. Throw iron chains. Now, that is another story. Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Flatbedding and whatnot. The thing of it
Yeah.
is, though, you most loads you're not going to throw a chain over it like you would a strap. You know what I mean?
If you throwing them
Um,
big chains like that, you pretty serious. You're real Paul Bunyan.
well,
You know what I mean?
I'm pretty sure OSHA would come out there and say, stop throwing chains before you hit somebody in the head. You
Or
know,
you're
because
destroying your load with them chains.
yeah, exactly. Um, I can only imagine. I'm sitting at the truck stop and I hear something clank, clank. There's a guy throwing chains over hitting my trailer. Um,
Yeah, it'd be pretty
get out,
rough, wouldn't
get out to take a leak behind my trailer and hits me in the head with a
it?
chain.
No, slap.
Get up with pee in my shoe. Served me right, wouldn't
Goose egg on the side of your head.
it? The K Whopper
Oh,
kids in the house with some lead
yeah.
weights. Anybody can be a pro fisherman.
Man, they got them guys in Ohio doing that, and they're serving prison time for that right there.
Mm.
Yeah,
Are
go
you
out
talking
there and
about feeding the fish pellets?
no, they'll catch a few fish, man. That one guy had won like 4 tournaments that year. They won a 300 something thousand, a brand new truck and a bass boat, and
Ooh.
like he could have let it go in the first one. If you want to get greedy and keep on with it. And they had some fish and showing the sizes of them, man. And the guy, he's like, man, ain't no way that fish weighs no 2 pound more than this and over here. And the dude just took it and cut his belly up, and he had it stuffed full of lead ball weights, and
Yeah.
he had it stuffed full of some fillets of another kind of fish in there. Yeah, now them guys, it's pretty wild little situation there, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just wild.
Yeah, I done that one time. I won a tournament that way. I told them, hey, I thought them was soy pellets. I didn't know. I was
That's
just
what
trying to feed the fish. I was trying to
you're
help
right.
the lake.
I was fishing with a soy pellet. Oh,
Let's see. Steve says, Cash, old news, but thanks for the break. Cage video. It really helped
hell
me.
yeah,
There you
man.
go. Yeah, we got all kind of videos out there these days. I don't know how many videos I got on the damn internet now. It's unreal, man.
You got a bunch of them, dude.
I was looking at Epic Trucking Fails is already up to like 50 something videos. I was like, well, damn, I just started that.
Well, if I had about a tenth of that, the get up and go when it comes to that you do, dude, like it's you got a lot. I mean, that takes some energy and dedication to pump him out there like that. That ain't no joke. It's a full time job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no
Yeah.
doubt. Um, there's I don't know. My motivation comes from the good Lord
Money.
and large bottle of caffeine pills.
Right. Yeah.
Hell, I think
Getting
we
a
ought
little
to put
laughter out of some of
caffeine.
you buddies there, you know.
Well, these kids these days, hell, I thought about instead of putting fluoride in the water, let's put a little caffeine in there. Let's light a fire under some of these asses out here,
Put a little
Um,
caffeine. Oh,
I mean,
this
hell, like, you know what I mean? Like, you got a couple kids out in the world, get up and do something. I'm just
right.
saying, you know,
Yeah, yeah,
a lot of these people out here, man, they got no motivation.
yeah. I'm telling you, man.
I say take enough caffeine pills till you can count your heartbeat with your vision. You know what I mean?
That right there's taking it to another level, there, ain't it, buddy? That's taking it to a whole nother platform, so to speak.
See, you're looking up at the sky. They're like, "What are you looking at?" I say, "Oh, nothing. I'm just counting my heart rate."
Somebody get this fella a random right here. You know what I mean? Oh
Oh man.
man, alive.
JD Jill says, "Hey, in Prime Town." Not a prime driver though. He down there in Springfield. Come on.
I got you.
Um, I don't know. If Prime makes you happy, drink. If you hell do it, do it. I don't care. A lot of people think I'm against prime drivers. I'm not. I'm
Against
against
the
drivers
company.
getting. Yeah, yeah. Predatory leasing is a
Yeah.
big thing in my world, but again, I try to just let people know about it because if you're an adult and you sign up for something, then I
You're an
can't
adult,
hate
man.
on.
You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. When I call myself Stepdaddy Cash, that's metaphorical. I'm not really a stepdad for the whole world. Ryan says, "What trucking company in Minnesota would you recommend and not be a mega carrier?"
Mm.
Ooh, why has it got to be out of Minnesota? Um, I used to promote Halver lines, but man, they started that thing where it's like literally you go through truck school and you're a driver for like 6 weeks and then you're allowed to be a trainer. And I'm like,
That's not cool, dude, at all, you know?
I'm not down with that. So I can't promote that anymore. Minnesota's full of good trucking companies. Minnesota is a lot like
That's a
Tennessee.
good trucking
Um,
state right there.
yeah, yeah, big trucking state. Minnesota,
Hmm.
Wisconsin, Tennessee, Georgia,
Hold on a minute. Let me.
Iowa's got some good ones.
Yeah.
Um,
Well,
but man,
hey,
the
I'll probably have to
boys in the
hang this
house.
thing out
What
and
up?
rejoin.
All right. Actually,
Yeah,
I
because
think I'm
if I
about to
don't,
get
it'll
off of
keep
here.
on deleting me.
Yeah, I
All
think
right,
I'm
buddy.
out of
I'll
here
talk to you in a little
anyway.
while. It's good seeing y'all, man.
All right.
All right,
Yeah.
man.
Everybody go check out Killian's.
I'll
Thanks for
talk to you tomorrow,
stopping
man.
by, bro. Yeah, we appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you, man,
Everybody
for having
click
me, buddy.
that
Talk to
link.
you, man. Bye.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Have a good night. All right, that was Killian's. Thanks for him. I've been sending him links for a while now, man. We just couldn't get the schedule worked out. So, liquid haulers in the house. What it do, Cash? Not much. How's the liquid hauling game? Real trucker Eddie's in the house. Say no to early morning truck stop inspections. Say no to early morning truck stop inspections. Um, yeah, I was actually at a rest area the other day. There was a state trooper in there. I don't know what he was doing. I got on up out of there. Um, Marty St. Morris says, "You have a manual transmission." No, I do not. Killian's is not a manual either, if you were asking him, I'm pretty sure. New truck? Question mark. Working on the new truck. I got some pictures of it. I'm not willing to share the pictures right now because it's not my truck. You know what I mean? But I still got a few more things I want to iron out on it before I really set a deal. The price is right, but I got a couple questions. I haven't been able to pull the engine hours off of it yet, and the main reason I want to know the engine hours is because I'm going to use that to negotiate the price. And it's got a few things on the interior. So here it is. There's a few things on the truck, the newer truck. If you guys didn't watch my last episode, I'm looking at a 2018 Cascadia right now. It's got about 300,000 less miles than this truck's got on it. I really wanted to get into a truck that had a lot less miles on it, but this is a great deal on this truck that I'm looking at. So, and I know where it came from. I know what's been done to it. I've seen all the engine codes and all the history on it. I forgot to get the engine hours off of it. But other than that, so here's my thoughts on it. Number one, well, shouldn't say number one, just a couple things. My current truck has an air release fifth wheel. I love that. This new truck does not. It's not a deal breaker. It's just one thing. My truck has a fixed fifth wheel. The other one has an air slide fifth wheel. I like that better. So it's like pros and cons to each, you know. So I don't know. I'm kind of in the middle of it right now. But yeah, I'm thinking and working on it. Chief Red Hellers, I seen one of those cameras on I-77 today in North Carolina. What kind of camera? I missed some. Yeah, sorry. I'll go back through them later and look at the comments more. David Edwards in the house said, "Hey, bub, wish I could continue to watch, but need to make that money." Hey, I understand that. I will say this: never, ever, ever put watching my show above making money or getting some sleep. Because I put my replays up. You know, anytime I do a live show, the replay's free to watch anytime you want to. So, just so you know. 7Z's Transports in the house. What up, bro? From Maccoon. 924 now. Okay, driving with John's in the house. What up? Let's see. Channel 19 made it in. What up? Steve's in the house. Let's see. There we go. Killian's, thanks for all the subs and thanks for having me on. I appreciate you coming by. We'll have Killian's on more for sure. Yeah, there we go. Everybody go check out some videos. But I'm out of here, guys. I've got to put her back in the wind here in a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna eat me a bologna sandwich before I go, and yeah, probably eat a bologna sandwich, and who knows what else I'll be up to. I was trying to figure out what that was hanging back there, or what that is right there. That would be a bag of apples I have hanging back there. But anyway, we're out of here, everybody. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Thanks for all the super chats. I appreciate you guys. Steve throwing the $5. No problem on the brake chamber caging. I got a video about that. Gary Bates, thank you for the $5. Much appreciated. Thanks to all the channel members, DIY, Liquid Hauler, David Edwards, Gary Bates, Razorback Paul. Appreciate all you guys so much. And the ones I'd missed, I'm sorry. We'll do it again soon. This Trucking Life was in here. Thank you to him as well. Another great channel. Go check out his channel. Peace. Good night.